With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And they're on 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bledsoe. That is caught by Carmichael. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. 1st down, the run with Lynch. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
A throw left side complete to Harold Carmichael. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Lynch, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marshawn Lynch, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now McNair. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action. It's McNair. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. They run again on 1st down. Lynch. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And a short gain here down to the 22. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. And that will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a give. Here's Peyton running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On the draw, here's Peyton. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Lynch. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The kick by Bass is good. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Evan McPherson is set to kick off.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. At the 28-yard line. Here's Peyton up the middle, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. That's complete to Kemp. Now the ball comes loose. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st and 10, McNair. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now McNair looking for a first down throw. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Walter Payton, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. McNair throwing for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At their own 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down, Bledsoe. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's only got left to prevent the first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Bledsoe. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did he use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2 inch ones that you can buy in addition to the pencil.
And those last for a
long time.
No doubt.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. On first down, it's McNair. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's McNair. Now he
breaks free in the middle of the field.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Bills' 36-yard line.
To throw, McNair. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. From the gun, here's McNair.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Terrell Suggs.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
McNair to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. From 6 yards away.
And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game, but I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
To throw on second down, Steve McNair. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Calvin Johnson, 34 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Gun, it's McNair. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Now McNair. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right, throw it up.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. McNair. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, D'Angelo. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his running back, LeSean McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He finds McCoy. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Here's Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a give, it's Peyton. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. On 2nd down, McNair. He'll get this complete to Walter Payton. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. On the give, here comes Payton. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now McNair. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they've turned up to the task and forced the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down. McNair. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. We're scoreless after 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Play fake. Murray. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Murray now. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On second and very short, Murray is for his running back, McCoy. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's McCoy.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Murray to air it out again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
Now Murray. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Murray on the sneak. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Murray keeps it himself. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, McNair. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Lawyer Milloy. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Saints pick over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.